Hi, I'm Shannon McGee with Network in Action Music City, and today I have Kevin Clingan with Employee Prosperity Partners. He's the managing partner. How are you doing, Kevin?
Doing great, doing great. Excited about the opportunity to share what we do.
So I'm really fascinated by what you do because it's very unique in the marketplace. So tell us how you got started, because I know that'll kind of lead into a little bit more about what you do. How did this come about?
So, me and my partner ran an employee benefits firm a few years ago. And I was really frustrated and became really disenchanted with how the decisions made on employee benefits, they're made in a boardroom, and they don't really necessarily take into account whether or not the employees understand why those benefits are offered and how they impact those employees' lives. We all been in employee benefit meetings. An hour is scheduled, an hour and 15 minutes is spent talking about the healthcare plan. And I became frustrated. And so my partner and I decided that we can make a difference there. And based on some data that we saw that showed the employee financial wellness is the most requested employee benefit in the country. We decided that really what is needed is employee financial wellness education and tying that into the benefit program that employers are spending massive dollars on. But it's not seen as a differentiator, and it's not valued by the employees because they don't understand how it fits into their overall financial plan and what the basis of that financial plan is, which is risk. And so we look at it from a risk standpoint, on a personal financial standpoint, and we build upon that with vetted financial partners that are in the room with us for the employees. That's what
It's
we do.
really interesting because I kind of want to delve in just a little bit on how you deliver that, because I think a lot of employers say, well, absolutely, we give you everything you need. Here's the link. Go watch these videos, right?
Yep.
In this self-serve model. And I understand we're in this business climate and this even just life climate where people go do their own, we're online all the time. But it doesn't mean that we have the acumen to fully grasp it all in what's best for us and our family. So I
Yep.
love what you're doing. How do you deliver this?
Yeah. So it's very interesting. You bring up a good point. A lot of employers believe that they're doing this. However, the statistics show, and it's been pretty consistent over the last few years, that while 90% of employers and HR managers feel they have an employee financial wellness solution for their employees, believe it or not, only 6% of employees feel like they're getting what they need.
I
6%.
can see that. Yeah.
That's a huge chasm. And that's what we call the chasm between what employees want and what employers are providing. And so what we do is number one, we do not challenge any existing relationship within the employee benefit um, schematic or strategy or anything like that.
Right. This isn't a change to vendors.
This is
This
not
is
a
a this
vendor
is a
play. As a
compliment.
matter of fact, we do not charge anything for our education platform to the employer. We do require them to purchase our curriculum book, which is a book that my partner wrote that is called Maximum Prosperity. And it's available on Amazon, et cetera. But it outlines kind of the risks most people make, the mistakes most people make in their financial plans. We don't talk about asset allocation. We talk about asset location, which is a totally different thing. Don't get investment advice, anything. Anyway, so what we do is we take an intimate picture of the employee benefits that are offered, and we provide a workshop in a workshop setting between 10 and 20 employees at a time. And we go through how those benefits that are offered through the employer, how they work, provide the protection they provide. And what we look at is most of the time, the employer is really kind of doing everything they can do. the industry has put limitations on the protection that is available through the employee. And we talk about what's a purpose of insurance, right? Well, the purpose of insurance is to make big risks smaller. It's not to make small risks non-existent.
Right.
And so applying all those benefits in the workshop setting, and then at the end of the workshop, we say, here's the foundation, but in order to achieve maximum prosperity, you need to build upon that foundation. And here's the person that can help you do that. That is our vetted financial planner that's going to be assigned to work with employees. That's how we do it.
That's awesome. So I'm sure you have some great client stories. Is there a short one that you can share, kind of like outcomes as a result of your program?
Yeah. So we know of at least 6 employees that we have saved from leaving. And this is just in 6 months, right? And these 6 were pretty high wage earners. And one example is a young man whose wife was going to go back to school. Well, she's going back to school, and so there's going to be a cash crunch. They have 2 young children, etc. And so he said, I need to leave because I need to make more money in my salary, and I need to do that. And when they got to our financial planner, the vetted financial planner, he's like, no, so you have a home, you can do this, you can do that, because it's a short-term cash crunch. It's a year or 2. It's not forever. You reallocate this way. And so coming out of the meeting, the employee was like, this is great. This is a great tool that this client is providing. And he's still there. As a matter of fact, of the employees that have gone through the EPP platform, the process, we actually have a 99% retention rate of those employees. And the overall average of those that aren't, the retention rate is somewhere in the 80% range. So there's a huge difference there.
Wow. So Kevin, if someone wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to reach you?
Couple of different ways. Always reach me via email, which is kclingan@employeeprosperitypartners.com. You can go to our website. We have a way to get there, employeeprosperitypartners.com, or via cell phone, which is 615-973-2222.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me today, Kevin. I really enjoyed getting to learn more about what you do and look forward to sharing that with others.
Fantastic. Thanks, Shannon.